Hello, my friends. I just wanted to welcome you to my YouTube channel. First video, very exciting. I wanted to give you a little bit of background information on me and my Trim Healthy Mama journey and how I hope that this channel can encourage you. So, my name is Christy. I am a wife and mom in Michigan. I have been overweight my whole life. I'm going to explain that in a minute because I know it probably doesn't look like I'm overweight. I started gaining weight when I was about a junior in high school. Got married right out of high school, had a child, went through divorce, had another child, and my weight just continued to climb. In 2009, I had lap band weight loss surgery done. If you know anything about that, you know that they don't even do those anymore because they figured out that they don't work. So they take a band and they put it around the top of your stomach. So you have a little bit of your stomach on top, then there's the band, most of your stomach is underneath. So when your food gets in that little top pouch, you get full really quick, and then it takes time for your food to empty through, and so you're eating less. I lost about 30 pounds doing that, and then I just started to gain from there. So in 2017, I decided to have gastric bypass surgery done. I had been told by my bariatric doctor that because I had had the lap band and that had not worked for me, that the sleeve weight loss surgery was sort of the cousin of the lap band. So if lap band didn't work for me, then I'd be better off doing gastric bypass. So they've actually bypassed part of my intestines, which brings along with it a host of problems that I discovered later. At that point, you guys, I was just desperate. I was desperate to lose weight. I was 280 pounds at 5'3", and I was miserable in my own skin. My knees were hurting. I didn't have any energy. I couldn't even breathe after climbing one flight of stairs. It was just miserable. And I tell people that when I went to the informational meetings that they had for weight loss surgery, if they would have said to me, "Hey, Christy, by the way, when we get into the OR to do your surgery, we're going to have to cut off your arm. That's just part of what we have to do," I would have said, "Do whatever you have to do." Like, I was in a point of being absolutely desperate. And so that was 2017, August of 2017. And I just knew, that, no, I didn't know. I thought there was a good chance that gastric bypass was not going to work for me, that I was going to be like the only person ever on record that it didn't work for. And I was actually very scared of that. It was a whole new world. I mean, after surgery, you're drinking out of one of those little plastic medicine cups, and you're supposed to drink one of those an hour, and you can barely do it. It's really crazy. And so I went along, I was losing weight like crazy. After, let's see, so it would have been December of 2018, I had breast work done. It was because it was really bad, guys. It was really bad, and I was very self-conscious about it. So I had a breast lift, a reduction, and implants. And that was 100% out of pocket because it was considered like, a want, not a need. So I had that done. That was December of 2018. In June of 2019, I had skin removal done. They took 8 pounds of skin off of my stomach. They did a 360-degree incision around my whole body, and they did a back lift, and they also put some of my tissue in my butt cheeks, which I know seems crazy, but I didn't have a butt. And so she was like, "Hey, while I'm in there, do you want me to just try to see if I can get you a butt?" And I was like, "Okay." They had to make me a belly button because with taking off all the extra skin, I didn't have a belly button anymore. So even with all that, losing weight was not the hardest part of this whole thing. Losing weight is, I don't want to say it's nothing because that's not true. Losing weight is hard. Keeping it off is harder. So I find myself now, almost 5 years out, I would say about a year ago, I started to gain weight and it really scared me. I started to try all of those old diets that I had done before and none of them were working. Duh. And I was like, oh my gosh. And I started to gain. I had gotten down to 126. I jokingly say for probably about 5 minutes. And then I started to gain from there and I got up to 165 and I was like, oh man, I'm in really big trouble. And so that is when and I tried lots of different things. My husband and I tried to eat a vegan diet for on and off. I mean, we did it a couple different times. One time we did it for a year. And we were so strict about it. This was no oil, no sugar, no salt, no flour. It just wasn't sustainable for me. I'm not saying that other people, that's not a good way for other people to eat. I do think it's pretty healthy if you can get your protein in. And I hear as long as you're getting enough calories that you can't be deficient in protein. But I wasn't getting the calories that I needed because of having bypass. So anyway, I had tried Trim Healthy Mama before I had my gastric bypass. I don't remember really anything about it at that time. I don't remember why I stopped, but it was reintroduced to me by a friend of mine from church. She kind of reminded me of it. And I got out my book and I started reading and I got in the Facebook groups and I started eating this way. And I was like, yes. This is it. This is it. This is the way that I can eat the foods that I love, the foods that are delicious, that a sustainable way of eating when I'm at a restaurant, when I'm, in having a cookout with my family, but yet I can maintain this weight. Now, am I going to ever be 126 again? I don't think I am. And you know what? I'm okay with that. I just want to be able to maintain my weight without having to be a crazy person. And that's what I'm hoping that this channel is going to do. Number one, I'm hoping to just be accountable for myself. Doing these videos, I'm hoping that it's just going to help me stay the course. I like to cook, and so I'm hoping to have lots of cooking videos where we can, I can try videos that I've never, not videos, recipes that I've never tried before and let you guys know how it tastes. Also, tried and true recipes that I know are delicious and that I love. I hate when I find a recipe that looks really good, I spend the money on the ingredients, I spend the time making it, and then it's not good. Even if one person tells me, oh yes, I made this video and it's, why do I keep saying that? I made this recipe and it's really good. Hey, that's all I need to be able to try it. So if this channel can be a way for you to see me try some recipes that maybe you wanted to try them, you thought they sounded good, but I don't really know, and I can let you know what I think. I like a lot of different types of foods. I'm not scared to try new things or new ways of cooking. I have an Instant Pot. I love it. I have an air fryer. I love it. I have a great blender, so I'm doing different smoothies. And so, recipes that do use special ingredients that Trim Healthy Mama sells, lots of recipes that won't need any special ingredients because you can do Trim Healthy Mama with no special ingredients. I promise you. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It needs a little forethought and it needs a little preparation, but you can do it. Now, I will say, I don't have any little kids. My youngest is 16, and so I do not have to care for a bunch of little kids that are running around. I don't have to consider a lot of people's dietary preferences. I will say, My husband continues to want to eat vegan and I do not. So that is something that we're working out. So I will probably be talking about that, of how I make a meal that I can add meat to, but that he can eat on a vegan diet. There's lots of ways to do it. It's really not, it's not that hard, because I'm not going to make two dinners, you guys. I'm not going to make separate meals. And I want to encourage you, you shouldn't have to either. Nobody has time for that. So I want to encourage you guys. Trim Healthy Mama is a great way to eat. It's delicious, it's doable, and I want to explore this together. I want to make lots of good food. I want to give you tips and tricks to help make the journey easier for you. I want to share struggles. I want to share successes, share non-scale victories, and I think together support. Nobody should do this alone. So I think supporting each other is so, so, so important. So that is a little bit about me and what you can expect from my channel. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, please like this video. Please hit the subscribe button. I am new to all this, you guys. I am brand new. I have no idea what I'm doing, but that's okay. It's good to learn new things. That keeps your brain sharp. So I'm gonna learn as I go, and hopefully you'll see an improvement in my videos as I learn editing and I learn, you know, like lighting and different things like that. I'm excited about this channel and about all the things that I'm going to learn through doing it, and I'm excited to share Trim Healthy Mama with all of you. So that's all for now, so I'll see you next time.